This past Saturday was a gut check for your number 5 ranked University of St. Francis football team in the 24-22 win at Siena Heights. The resolve of the Cougs was strong as cornerback Nashawn Lewis helped kill 2 St. drives with interceptions, and kicker Ryan Nix rebounded after 2 missed field goals to hit the game winner in blustery wins.
You know, we preach all the time about playing the next down. Don't let the last one, good, bad, or indifferent, affect the next one. Same way with a game, you know, don't let a pass game affect your future. Nashawn, I thought really has grown and matured. Got beat a couple times, double moves, and then he didn't quit. He went on to the next play and ended up making 2 key interceptions. So very proud of him. He was co-defensive player of the week with Eric Hemmelgarn. Proud of that. Ryan Nix missed a couple field goals early. Windy day, tough, particularly on the right hash mark for a kicker. And gosh, he made it when it counted. Of course, I told him he was going to have to walk home if he didn't make it. But neat kid, great competitor, stayed positive, and when it counted, kicked the winning field goal.
I guess starting from warm-ups, you know, it was one of those things where I made sure I kicked from both ends just to get a feel for the wind, because it was going left from right, and so on their sideline, the one where the last kick went in, I struggled in the beginning of the game kicking from that side. I really had to figure it out. I was literally aiming at the left upright because that's how much the wind was I had to account for. But yeah, it was just one of those things you kind of dream of as a kicker, you know, the opportunity. Like, you want it to happen, but at the same time, you know, it's always in your back of your mind, like all right, here it is. So, like, I don't know, I just really had to focus, especially after those 2 misses. Like I said, I got on the sideline after those 2 misses earlier in the game and just, you know, really focused on my craft, just kind of beat the crap out of the ball. Just I was just so frustrated myself, and, you know, my teammates, they were the ones who really got me motivated to knock it through. So just kind of lined up and did what I knew how to do, you know, just kind of had to calm down really and just focus and isolate everybody out and just focus on hitting the sweet spot of the ball.
The focus for the Cougar defense was to shut down the Siena Heights run game. St. Francis gave up a total of -6 yards on 25 carries and currently ranks number 4 in the NAIA rushing defense, giving up 85 yards per game on the ground.
Well, that was a goal. One of the challenges that I gave the defensive staff is we had to get a lot better in stopping the run, and I know that that's been a focus. You know, Hemmelgarn, Johnson, Sparks, Blaker, you know, Jamisic. I mean, you can go on down the line. We got guys that are really stepping up and playing hard, you know, and you got Harnish and Dunton and those guys in the middle. Great football players, and they swarm the football, got great team speed, and you got big, strong kids with Hemmelgarn and Johnson inside. So -6 yards was huge, no question about it. The fact that offensively we had the ball for 13 minutes in the 4th quarter was extremely huge as well. So we didn't cross the goal line, but we controlled the ball. We made plays, made I think 4 big 3rd down conversions, which got us down there in field goal range.
All of the big 3rd down conversions came through the air. Defenses know Nick Ferrer to Seth Coe is an insolvable problem and has allowed Monte McDowell to thrive in a supporting role. So defenses concentrate on the run. The Cougars ran for 127 yards on Saturday, the 3rd highest output of the season behind the Olivet and Taylor games, and is averaging 128 yards a game on the ground, which ranks 7th best in the Mid-States Football Association.
Well, we've obviously got to get that rolling in a stronger fashion, but part of it is how people choose to play us defensively. You know, if they feel like they can match up on the outside and load up the box where they got more hats and we have to block them, that's a factor as well. So it's not just a matter of not getting it done. Sometimes it's a matter of game strategy. I think Justin Green, I thought, came on strong last week. Harris is always solid and always going to fight for every yard. Real emphasis to try to get that thing improved, and I don't care how many they get in the box, you know, we're going to try to run by them or block them.
Senior kicker Ryan Nix is a perfect 30 for 30, making all of his point after attempts, and has hit 3 of 6 field goals on the season, after having 1 attempt blocked at Olivet and dealing with the 20-mile-an-hour winds at Siena Heights. Last year, Nix was one of 4 NAIA kickers to make all of his field goals.
Yeah, because I know the first 2 went in, and then we had 1 blocked, and then coming into that game, it was just, you know, it's almost like 50-50 chance of it going in, really, with getting up in the air like that. But, you know, each kick, ultimately, you want to think it's the same. You know, I kick an extra point the same way I kick a 50-yard field goal. You don't compensate for distance. You really just, it's like a golf shot. You know, same thing every time. So, yeah, when I line up, you know, I myself know what's going through, and I like my team to know that too. So I really just got to focus on what I know how to do. Like I said, same thing every time. Fundamentals, it's everything. So as long as you're relaxed and you do your thing, I believe in my guys. You know, get the snap and get the hold, and that's another thing we had to go through too with my long snapper Braxton O'Haver. You know, tearing his knee the first game, and then Josh Spitnail was my holder. So going into the season, we got a lot of extra work because, you know, we're the specialists, so we're always with each other. So we just got a lot of extra snaps and holds. But now with Zach Egner and Sean Boswell, they're receivers and stuff, so we don't get as much work, but still, they're great at what they do, and I'm confident it's gonna happen every time. But, you know, we just gotta stick to the fundamentals. You know, just make sure it happens.
Ryan's high school, the Valparaiso Vikings, have been very good turning out college kickers. Todd Van Keppel kicked at Northern Illinois and has been coaching kickers in Northern Indiana for over 25 years. Carl Joya went to Notre Dame, and Nix's good friend Sam Ficken set a record at Penn State, hitting 15 straight field goals. Nix and Ficken grew up together.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, growing up, we were always on the same soccer team, and I always played on like the one grade above me in soccer, and so you know, his mom was our coach, and we traveled all around, you know, the Midwest and kind of the country playing soccer. So when we got to high school, I was on JV my freshman year, and he was too, and then I got moved up to varsity at the end of that freshman year. And then my sophomore year, I made varsity, and he made JV. And so he said, you know what, I'm gonna try this football thing instead of playing JV as a junior. So he jumped over and made an immediate transition and kicked the crap out of the ball and did really well. Senior year, he tied the school record, or he beat the school record, I think, with a 52-yarder. Got him way out there on the radar, and couldn't have been happy for him.
Last season, as a junior, Nix tied a Cougar record for the longest field goal made in a game when he hit a 42-yarder against Olivet.
It's something I like to accomplish. I mean, I think it's only 43 yards, so I mean, it's nothing astronomical. It's just like, I mean, in practice, that's like almost where I warm up from. Like, we do it all the time. So I mean, it's nothing I'm uncomfortable about. I mean, it's something I look forward to, like hoping I get that chance, you know, and I mean, even if it's like a 42-yarder, I'll probably take that step back to get it, you know. Kick from seven yards instead of 7.5. So, but yeah, it's like, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's definitely, you know, be a great goal, but I don't think about it too much.
Ryan's thoughts are with the team, and the team made him captain heading into the season.
It was one of those things I was shocked. I was definitely thrilled, you know, and it is a testament to, you know, what we've done over the years and just the commitment level. Yeah, I couldn't be happier to be a captain of my senior year, my senior class, you know, and like you said, there was so many guys that could have done it easily, be interchangeable, and that's the thing, like captain or not, like the label, it doesn't really mean much, you know, because if you've been through this program all these years, you know, those young guys, they look up to, you know, all the seniors, you know, with respect, and yeah, as long as you lead from the front, and that's one thing that, you know, we've always been taught since we've been here. So what we had, the difference between last year and this year at this moment is, like, last year we had so much more, you know, we say swagger. You know, this year, I feel like it's taken us longer to figure out who we are and like who we can be. So, you know, once we reach that pinnacle, I mean, no one's gonna touch us. And I think we all know that. We're just, you know, we're trying to get the young guys to buy in. We're trying to get everybody to buy in, you know. It's like everyone has a role. And so as long as we pull through, like I said, no one's gonna touch us. We haven't put, I don't know if we put a full game together yet. Coming off the loss to Marion, you know, our confidence was high, like you said, at half, and then just something hit us in the second half, and we weren't ourselves, you know. And then Siena Heights, We had some great moments, you know, but we didn't, like I said, we didn't put it all together. But I think our confidence level coming through those 2 games should be high. You know, as a kicker, I was kind of down like myself, but you know, after that last kick, you know, my confidence level is high. I know that, and as long as we just pull through and we hit our full potential, I mean, we're going to be dangerous, and people know it. And so that's why, you know, every game we play, we're the ones circling on their schedule. So I'm looking forward to this next game. I think it's going to be a test, but I think we're going to do really well.
Up next, the Cougs will travel to Ann Arbor, Michigan to take on Concordia University. The Cardinal ranked number 16 in the NAIA in total rushing offense, averaging 202 yards per game, and ranked number 18 with 16 quarterback sacks. They are 4-2 on the season after losing at St. Xavier this past Saturday, 25-21.
They're an outstanding football team. They've done a tremendous job up there. They're an option offense. They play act pass. Defensively, they swarm, they attack you, they bring a lot of pressure. They're well coached, they manage the game very well. They do try to shorten the game, manage the clock, and get that thing to make it a shorter game. So, you know, we got our work cut out for us. I think this is a real pivotal game on our schedule this week. They have not lost at home, and they're going to be a real challenge. You know, it'll be a slugfest when they have the football. Defensively, I know our coaches are going to get ready. You got to play some responsibility football, assignment football, which is a little bit different than what we usually do. But we've seen some zone read. And then on the other side, again, you know, they bring a new variety of pressure schemes that we're going to have to work on identifying and protecting this week, so we can keep our quarterback standing up and throwing football.